Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Game 2 of the Grand Finals of the ZOTAC Cup C Qualifiers. I am Luminous, and joining me is Hades, and you guys are watching Fnatic versus Clutch Gamer. And I gotta say, Game 1 was fast and furious. In Game 2, we'll see exactly how Clutch Gamer will adapt to what Fnatic's throwing at them. Whether it's gonna be a PA ban, or whether they're gonna adjust the draft a little bit. Again, the draft in Game 1 looked a lot stronger, assuming the game was going late. And judging on the current metagame, you know, everyone's buying Hand of Midases. You know, the game was gonna look good for Clutch Gamer. The problem was, never got there. The game was just over in 25 minutes. Fnatic just too high tempo.
Yep, not to mention their draft as well. It's good that Clutch Gamers are adapting accordingly. We do see the Weaver pick up this time for them, so this I am definitely more a fan of. Especially with C teams, they do favor the Weaver if they want to get more active from the safe lane. I mean, we saw Ursa, like, Miracle just left the lane at 6 minutes in, just went straight to the bottom. They went for a fight fast. He got a killing spree. I mean, he died, but still, you know, kill 3 heroes. That's still a big plus. And despite getting a pretty good timing on the Hand of Midas for Armel, didn't really get the chance to come back from that. And Fnatic were just putting all their foot on the pedal at the same time with some Nas and quick game.
Yeah. All right. Clutch Gamer seems like they are definitely making adjustment. We will not see the fly solo Shadow Shaman anymore. It's going to be a Rubik. Rubik, honestly, not exactly the best fighter, honestly. But we'll see. We'll see.
Well, now field is okay, but you also want to look to the Fate Bolt, especially with the Ursa. And once you get level 6, there are plenty of spells here which the Rubik can actually use to turn things around. Especially since Fnatic are 5-manning so frequently. If you steal the Rock, for example, or the Silence from the Earth Spirit, that can really turn things around. And next thing you know, this fast-paced aggression from Fnatic can actually turn against them.
The problem with Rubik versus the Earth Spirit spells is that, yes, you can steal his spells, but without access to his rocks, it's going to be much harder to use them. Although you can use the rocks that Earth Spirit lay on the battlefield, but it's much harder to do that.
It'd be pretty cool though, like if Earth Spirit kicked the rock, then Rubik quickly steals and kicks it back.
Yeah.
That would be some sick stuff. But ooh, Fabina made it again. Alright, so sticking to something they're comfortable with. You know, it's a winning strategy. You don't really have to change it. I like the Omni Knight ban. I mean, we saw in the Chinese qualifiers, teams were first banning Omni Knight, and we saw why.
Well,
I think
it
was the IG series, right?
Both the IG teams were doing it, depending on who had first pick and first ban. I think that metagame is much more different, at least than the one that we're gonna see here, right? Because those games are gonna be much slower. I think everyone was getting Hand of Midases in those games, so I think we're gonna see something a little bit different here.
Clutch Gamers, if you're playing from, I think they might actually consider picking up the off lane first because the options are slowly running out. Let's see who actually helps out from the off lane.
For which team?
Like for both these teams in general, like if you want to quickly pick up an offlaner right now, who are the heroes which help you fight early on? I guess you could say maybe a Puck. Not so much the Bat Rider. Slaughter maybe?
I'm a bigger fan of Axe because he could really turn these fights.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, these fights do get very chaotic, and if you just land a 2-man call either direction, you probably just like, you know. And also Axe, if you get off a good ultimate, the movement speed for your whole team is actually very crucial to either run away from the fight or extend the fight, depending on who has it. But instead, we're gonna pick up a Slaughter. I mean, pretty much similar. I don't think he's as explosive as an Axe, but does give you some better late to mid game potential with the Corrosive Haze, taking down Roshan, and maybe even punching through Ursa.
To go back for the Slaughter. Alright, so this poses a bit of a threat to Fnatic. Might dissuade them from picking up the PA. Fnatic might decide to adapt their game plan into picking perhaps a Storm Spirit. They don't really have good control for that. Like Rubik and Monkey King don't have, like, you know, super long stuns. Telekinesis, the drop stun duration at max is like 1.75. Level 4 for Monkey King is 1.6. And as a Slaughter, you don't want to be committing all your crushes onto Storm Spirit. So Fnatic still might go back for that.
Sure. I mean,
it is a hero as well.
Are you surprised at all we don't see the PA already selected?
It's very, very hard. Like, if you're thinking just even from a standard PA, this is a very hard lineup to play into.
Yeah, it's hard to actually kill the Weaver. Slaughter makes your life difficult as well with the Corrosive Haze. I guess Rubik is always a free kill, but, you know.
even with the blur, like just imagine when you corrosive haze plus the swarm onto you and a fade ball, you're not going to be dealing that much. You're actually going to be feeding yourself instead. But I could be wrong. Fnatic still might go back into that. The Darkseer pickup does indicate some synergy with the Ursa at least, or with the Earth Spirit.
It will get taken out. But yeah, I mean the Darkseer plus Earth Spirit is a combo we see a lot already. And of course, the big difference here is that instead of the the Clockwork that gave him the initiation, Darkseer is going to give him the early mech purchase. It's going to give him vastly better team fight than the last time around. And of course, let's see how good the vacuum kick combo is. It's a combo that you do see a lot of the more practice team get extremely good, but that's after months and months of playing. We'll see how quickly Ohio and DJ will combo up together.
Fnatic might need to ban out the TA because you give TA to Clutch right now, that's really bad. Like TA with Weaver and Slaughter, that's the dream lineup for them, but they take out Lina instead. So they might, okay, one of the things they could do is they could still pick up the TA for themselves.
Yeah, I like the TA here.
TA is extremely good for both these sides. It's one of those mids which helps to fight early, so I like the Lina ban. Unless they are prepared to play against TA, which means Earth Spirit is going to be giving hell to them. But the downside for that is that Rubik and Monkey King, they have great response time compared to the previous drafts. So we'll see. I still think the TA, who else is left? Clutch.
I mean, there's always the Invoker, right, for Armel.
They could. Oh, Lone Druid.
Yeah.
Alright, this way is the TA pick for sure. Over Venom.
Sure.
So, wait, hold on. Do you still give Kyo the Lone Druid? I don't think he plays Lone Druid. I know Miracle plays the Lone Druid.
We're gonna see Ursa mid then? Is that what we assume?
No, I mean, they do roll swaps. So you could put the Lone Druid mid. Ursa into the safe lane, and yeah, Lone Druid actually should stomp the lane against TA. It's extremely hard to lane against that.
I mean, depends on who goes mid. I think Ursa is a fine mid hero as well, right? If they pick Armel, a melee hero mid, they're almost. It feels like they're almost baiting him to Invoker. Venomancer.
Oh, the Cancer versus the Cancer.
Taking a page out of Mushi's playbook, the mid Veno. I think Veno is actually really good here because, like, first of all, the Venomancer wards pressure daggers so hard, and eventually, I think heroes like Ursa, Earth Spirit, Darkseer, they want daggers. I mean, last game we saw Febby even pick up the dagger on Crystal Maiden, so a lot of that is going to be taken out of it. And yes, there is Surge to counteract against the poison, the slow from Venomancer, but there's only one Surge. If you land like a 2 to 3 man Gale and follow up with a Poison Nova, I feel like Fnatic might have a tough time actually dealing against it. Darkseer might need to go into like an early mech and a pipe combination.
Let's see. I'm just thinking right now whether Fnatic actually goes with an aggressive trialing. Like you put the Ursa to contest the Weaver. It's not going to be easy, but at the same time, if they have a Sentry, Weaver will struggle a tiny bit. Because you put Darkseer against Slaughter, Darkseer is actually going to just crush that lane, and he's going to farm so much more even if the lane does somehow get to a standstill. But regarding your point of the Venomancer thing, against Lone Druid, how do you even try to gank the lane? That's the thing. Like, I know with this new Venomancer build coming up, which you say it came from Mushi, but the influence directly came from, it came from LGD when maybe played it a lot. The right-click Veno. So, how do you... you won't get the Serpent Wards for sure. Like, at best, you get a value point, but usually you max your first and your second.
Well, yesterday, the way that Mushi skilled it, he went 2, 2, and 2 by level 6. And then he maxed the Serpent Wards at level 8. So, early on, you want the Poison Sting and the Gale for, like, actual, like, harassing and fighting. But you then start to pressure in the lane with the wards. We'll see if that's actually what he opts for. But this is a very different different kind of hero for Armel, right? Normally he plays much more of the flashy initiator, or not initiator, but the split pushing kind of hero. Hero that could brawl very easily. Heroes like Lina, Invoker. This is a different look from Armel than I've seen, so we'll see. We'll see how he does on the Venomancer.
Veno can be flashy too. One of those heroes with Shadow Blades in or Blink, just go in, throw out that huge, nice ultimate.
Yeah.
But it's also like a really annoying hero once you get to the level 25 stage. Let's look at his talent tree, man. Minus 60 seconds respawn time.
Yeah.
Plus 75 damage, plus 150 cast range. Or if he opts to go for the Plague Ward HP damage, that thing can be really annoying, especially against Fnatic's lineup, because Ursa into that kind of slow, it's not fun. I mean, you have all this extra negative armor coming out. You're in for a very rough time.
Did you see Mushi's game yesterday on the Venomancer?
Yeah.
He hit level 25 in 31 minutes.
Midas, man. You need the Midas on Veno.
Yeah, he goes 30% experience gain, and of course has Midas. And then every time I looked at him, he has a different, like a new talent. In fact, he took all the right side of the talent tree, all of them. He went
200 health, 75 damage,
yeah.
and -60. Okay, wow.
Yeah, it was actually really insane. I mean, they won the game in like 33 minutes, so you know, hitting 25 didn't really matter, but yeah, it's a very powerful skill tree in my opinion.
But still, you know, 30 minutes in, if you have the -60 respawn time, you just spawn in like 10 seconds. Next thing you know, you just BOT back into a fight.
Yeah, I actually wanted to know exactly what the respawn timer is if he does die, but Mushi never died after he got 25, so I never had that question answered. But maybe we'll get the answer here. But it is going to be QO playing Long Druid. I'm not sure if you already mentioned that. And
no, not yet. It's fine.
Miracle on the Ursa once again.
Looks like they actually want to contest the lane. I saw the Weaver go to the bottom to put a ward down. So okay, contesting the Ursa lane. I guess that's okay. It means they can pick off heroes like the CM very easily. DJ may be forced to become a laning support because I don't think it's easy to gank the Veno lane at all, despite having a Lone Druid. You know, Lone Druid doesn't have a stun, doesn't have a slow. Maybe if you count the bear with an Orb of Venom slow.
Yeah. Mushi did get ganked a lot yesterday on the Veno, but basically it was because, you know how like after a certain point, when you have like level 4 or level 5 ward, or level 3 or level 4 wards, you get the lane really shoved in on the other side, right? Then it was very easy for the supports just to like do a smoke rotation and come from behind the lane. So for example, like Venomancer will be here, pushing, and then supports just walk around and then easy backstab. So we might not see the very early ganks, like maybe level 3, level 4 ganks, but as the game stage reaches like 8 or 9 minutes, Armel actually becomes more gankable then, if that makes sense.
Kinda does. And even if he does have a tough lane, he can just go back to the jungle.
Yeah.
I mean, with the level 10 talent and a Serpent Wards, he can clear a whole jungle by himself very, very quickly. Go back to pushing out a lane. Do you think this is... Okay, I have to ask. Do you think this is going to be a classic Fly solo game again? Is he going to be like 0-7 or something?
I don't know. I don't know. It depends if... Okay, generally when when Fly solo dies, it's because he's out there warding. So if the team can maintain ward control by like just, you know, if they're never on the back foot, I think he's gonna be fine. However, if he starts getting dewarded and they start losing towers, then I think Fly solo is gonna struggle a little bit more. I don't think it's really fair to focus too much on Fly solo. I kind of joke about him feeding a lot, but he's mostly doing it for the team. Like somebody's got to go out there to replace those wards. Maybe you could give him to Monkey King though, because he's so adept at doing it with Primal Spring. So maybe that's the adjustment they can make.
But when you have a hero like Monkey King around, yeah, I think that's the better adjustment. If you let MK go around placing deeper wards, he has a lower risk of dying compared to Rubik. Rubik also needs items in the sense where you get a blink, at least it's easier to steal spells, it's easier to get a good telekinesis lift. Just imagine if he gave, like, for example, if he's managed to steal Vacuum, he could really turn that against Fnatic, and it's easier to at least bring the Lone Druid back, since he's going to be in that sniper mode. Well, other good spells you can also steal, like Surge, you know, that's why you want to be at the back line. You don't want to be getting jumped on by these Fnatic heroes.
I think actually Surge is really nice against Ursa in particular. So let's actually look at Lone Druid's talent tree, because we haven't seen this tier at all, or at least I haven't after the big nerfs he received. So 175 attack range, 50 damage, -40 respawn time. It's probably the stuff that he'll pick up. So same as before.
I think okay, what exactly did they nerf? Was it like his base damage and the Savage Roar mana cost or something? No, it wasn't.
I believe you used to get, I want to say, -50 respawn time at 20. And I think you got 55, or was it even 60 damage at 15? It definitely took away a lot from his talent tree.
But if you think about it now, it's still kind of viable, especially since just the nature of the hero alone. But I think, you know, ever since that team's just kind of stepped away from it, there are other heroes which scaled quicker, like the Ursa. But having Ursa in it, you know, yeah, it's basically this is Team Bear. This is the new Bears. So
it is Team Bears, I guess. Yeah.
Team Bears going up against.
Are there actually more bear heroes apart from Ursa and?
I don't think so. No, I don't think that. Beastmaster doesn't count because he has no bears. He has a boar, which even then still looks like a wolf in my opinion.
He's like an honorary member of the Team Bear.
Honorary? Yeah. So he's like that trainer?
Yeah.
Ursa might not be too happy about that.
Yeah, Ursa doesn't sound like a fun guy in parties.
He's that guy who'll eat up all your food at the buffet table. Just thought about something. Would you imagine like in the next like tournament or something, you get Febby there just cosplay as Crystal Maiden?
I think you want Febby there as a player. But
a bit of both. I mean, if he's there as a player, you can definitely get him there to cosplay. Like,
I mean, you know, maybe he wants to focus to win the tournament. Instead
bit of both.
Putting in enjoyment for us.
Hey man, every player has their weird superstition thing. Maybe Febby's could be like, okay, actually underneath I'm wearing a bra kind of thing, and that gives him power. I mean, I remember, I think I heard one superstition where one player refuses to change his underwear for like the whole tournament. That was at the Shanghai Major. I can't remember which player it was.
Okay, well, I hope we're not gonna see CM cosplays from Febby. I hope we're gonna see him wreck inside game as CM.
He can do both. He can do both.
He can do both. I guess he can do both.
Alright, okay, yeah, I like the lane rotation immediately. Like Ohio going to the safe lane. Yeah, so this is something I thought about. Like that's why I said, are they going to go for an aggro lane? And it looks like Clutch Gamers did very well to read the situation as well. But still, Darkseer is going to get so much out of this lane, just the levels alone, and he's going to scale well. Slaughter, however, I think he's going to struggle a bit because he doesn't jungle as quickly as the Darkseer.
Are we gonna see the double rotation? Like is Rappy gonna TP bottom, and then Weaver TPs up top? Or are they actually gonna just run a tri lane here? That might be possible because Weaver honestly does fine 1v1 against Ohio. In fact, I think Weaver is advantage in that lane.
This is a good move, but Darkseer and Earthspirit is just so hard to play against. Like you roll in, you slow Gabby, even if you Shikuchi's away, it's gonna burn a lot of his regen.
It comes down to the level of Gabby. If Gabby gets to level 3 safely, he should be fine.
Ooh, top lane already. Febby dying.
Did not
Lift
catch
into a stun. Not fun, man. Don't forget Monkey King.
Alright, mid lane looks like Armel has done a very good job right-clicking on the bear. Bear already forced to be resummoned. Now, remember in game 1, Armel was pressured extremely heavily in the laning stage. So much that he can't even farm at a certain point. So we'll see if QO is going to be able to have the same kind of pressure that he did in game 1. I don't think this lane is as advantage to the bear as we previously saw in game 1 matchup. But I could definitely see some solo kill potential once the bear gets to level 5.
QO struggling with the micro. He was trying to transfer the aggro to the range creep, but Tower just didn't want to change. And QO has already used up his bear summon. Yep. If this bear had died, that'd be so bad for him. And because of Armel's like the passive and the poison sting, it really does quite a fair bit to a level 1 bear. So this is just without the bear alone, already Armel does have the edge. So I agree with what you said. They might even consider bringing the Rubik in if a smoke.
Yeah, we are seeing the smart draft of Clutch Gamer paying off. The Ursa forced to rotate bottom now, but honestly I don't think this is any better lane for him, right? Like,
well, he has you know, his support's going there for him. Febby just needs to jungle, get level 3, consider going around for the Venom. So you take some of the aggression off, at least on the side lanes.
But like, here's my question: is there any one hero? Like,
top.
Support or not? Top lane fight
Boombacks
is happening. He's gonna be dropping low. The crush is gonna come through. The Iron Shell is gonna take one down. The Ohio will go down.
Oh my god.
Ooh, that was close.
That was clutch for DJ, man. That kick, that silence, perfect timing for DJ.
Yep.
And Ohio, even though he dies, he gets a double kill. That's big EXP and gold for him.
Yeah, he had an Iron Shell on himself, and of course, he had the Iron Shell on the creep. The double Iron Shell damage, man. Do not underestimate that early on.
Now he has Soul Ring.
Yep. But here's the problem that Miracle is gonna face. He can't beat Weaver 1v1, and he definitely cannot beat Weaver Monkey King 2v1. So I have no idea how he's gonna get any farm in this game.
I think he's okay. Like, as an Ursa, you get levels, and one thing he likes to do is that if he realizes he's kind of in the lane, he'll just go somewhere else to farm. Yep. He definitely won't stay in the lane, even though you think it might give him like a bit more. He's not that kind of player. So I think we should be seeing some bit of action. If the Monkey King tries to go, they can easily turn it around. Don't forget they do have the Earth Spirit.
Well, most likely they're going to start things off against Crystal Maiden if they do go on anybody.
Oh, top lane. Rappy.
Alright, double Iron Shell. Dropping Rappy extremely low, but looks like they're not able to follow up. Back in the mid lane, looks like QO forced to resummon again. The power of this 2-2 build from Armel. Looks like he was able to get a ton of right clicked off. And we'll see if Armel does start to pick up points into Plague Wards. Oh, nicely done here by Miracle. Eats the tree that Boombacks is on, but I don't know if they can actually follow up. But there's a TP coming through. Nice roll coming out. Boombacks, so very low in terms of HP. Miracle, where was he doing this whole time? There's a clap. Gets the kill before he even actually gets off the balance strike. Now goes for Fly Solo. He does have the boots advantage. Yet another clap here. Going with Fly Solo. Yes, he is going to get a kill. Miracle fully recovered after getting a double kill. And that's going to put him at a Blades of Attack as well. So very close to that the face boots if he wants it. Balance strike. He does have 7 magic switch charges. Alright, there's a clap. It looks like he is going to hide it around.
Yeah, it was very unfortunate that Crystal Maiden just left that. If she was still there, I guess they could have tried to turn it around. But right now, she's just going to jungle middle lane. However, Armel in a bit of danger.
Through, not going to hit the row. The kick should be pretty easy.
Oh, nice.
And that should be a kill. Armel's going to try to man up and fight and take QO down. QO.
Oh, it might be enough.
Oh, no. He does have the Fairy Fire. Tango.
Sting?
Activate a shrine. No!
Why did he not tango? If he I'm pretty sure he would have lived if he just tangled up or even used the Salve.
Well, the Salve would have got cancelled by the DOT, but maybe the one tick would have been nice. Yeah, but I'm surprised about the Tango, because the Tango would have gave him at least decent enough regen.
Febby. They want to go for him. They have to lift.
Primal Spring.
Oh yeah, they can catch up. They have boots.
But here comes a rogue here. They have a Frostbite on him as well. Boomback, nice 2-man kick. Silence gonna come through as well. DJ might actually win the right-click war. Hold that thought.
Miracle's running in though. Miracle's running in.
Coming through. Jingo Mastery giving a ton of regen, but alright, QO comes in from the back line. Gets the kill.
Balanced hero, man.
But by the way, that was such a clutch kill that Armel got on QO, because they also forced a shrine usage. So QO is now down on shrine, and he still died there, so very unfortunate for him. Gabby?
In a bit of danger. Miracle, he wants to turn around. You don't want to fight a Monkey King, man.
You don't want to fight Ursa, maybe? Oh, Miracle is going to go down. Man, Miracle really man-fighting hard.
He died to the Orb of Venom tick. He forgot about that.
I really like this build of the Max Aftershock. Definitely more of a C special. I think a lot of the other regions prefer like maxing either Fairy Swipes or Overpower, but we definitely saw that Max Earthshock doing a ton of work, because he did spam like 8 times in the previous engagement where he got a double kill.
I wouldn't say that's a C special. I would say that's more of adapting to the situation.
QO,
oh, I think he should be dead.
Level 6 ultimate from Armel. Yeah, QO is definitely dead. He's gonna try to take down Armel before he dies. He's gone. Oh, he was looking to deny himself with the bear, but Armel able to take him down. So normally you don't see ultimate on level 6 being selected because of the mana cost restriction, but Armel, I think, surprising QO a little bit there with that ultimate usage. So 3-0 or 3-2-0 build coming out from the Venom. No wards at all.
Yeah, this is the build which shoots him a bit better, because otherwise Bear can just farm the wards.
Yeah.
But back to my point about the Miracle thing, I wouldn't say it's a C special, but more like it's better harassment on Gabby. It does more damage considering that over the Fury Swipes. And besides, go top lane, Rappy, they do get Ohio, that's a big kill. We already used the wall, by the way.
Yeah, very smart wait from Rappy, just following the Darkseer, and as soon as he sees the Surge being used, then he crushes. And then of course the crush did enough damage to secure the kill. All of these kills on QO is actually costing him quite a bit, because his bear is like never with him. Every time he resummons the bear, he's dead.
Doesn't look like a good game for, Lone Druid. And right now you see Clutch Gamers, they already have the edge in the kill score. Miracle doesn't have lifesteal yet. They're not going to get as easy a game as before, so this draft adaptation is definitely paying off for Clutch Gamers.
Yeah.
But right now the next move, once Rappy gets a Blink Dagger, which is quite soon, 700 more gold, I think that's where Clutch Gamers have an edge, especially with the Weaver. Because Gabby's had an okay time. You see, he's higher in net worth, or at least even, considering he's laning pretty much against the Ursa.
Alright, Kyo is actually roaming a lot. Remember, he got a kill in the jungle, now he's actually going up top to push down the tier 1 tower. This is kind of like what Raven did a lot back when he played a ton of Lone Druid in TMC. Not only does he make sure he gets a ton of farm himself, he also is very active in terms of helping out the team. But he somehow always gets to a quick level 15, so that's kind of the big goal for Kyo. Can he get 15 despite being so active? Fly Solo is going to get frostbitten over here, and he's going to look to straight TP out. Nice spear. And now can they get the root? Oh, they don't even need it. Fly Solo going to get right click down.
Is Armel almost in the Midas? Yes, kinda. 600 more gold.
And Miracle is just not shy using his Earth Shot to farm.
Although he wants to find Gabby. They have a sentry there as well, so if he sees him, he might. Okay, no, that's not his sentry. That's Gabby's sentry. But top lane already losing that tier 1 tower. This is one of the things about Darkseer though. Like even though you kind of crushed the lane, your impact is still not there yet because you need so much more.
I really like the way that Miracle is playing this bottom lane. Like it's not a good matchup for him if everyone's just standing there hitting creeps. But Miracle is essentially using his mana bar as a way to force Gabby to be extremely low. But the problem is, Gabby still got the Ring of Health, and now once Miracle's out of mana, I have no idea what he could do in this lane.
But considering the situation, he's definitely kind of salvaged it. He's already. This is more of a damage control at this point at the bottom lane. When you're in in this kind of matchup, playing from behind.
Top. Does not get the runes, trying to surge out.
He's fine. Meanwhile, Rappy 100 go to the dagger. Still good timing for him.
Uh-oh.
Kyo taking tower damage though. This is not a good play.
Oh, I feel better already.
Gabby and Miracle, I would say Gabby's reading this very well. He knows the Aftershock build is coming up from Miracle right now. So every time he just backs off. He goes into Shikuchi, he backs off. So Miracle isn't really getting any damage off. And because of the range drop as well, Gabby's taking minimal damage.
Oh, here comes the roll. The silence is not going to hit as well. Gabby forced to have to go away. I mean, I could say that Miracle has already done enough. He's forced a range out purchase from a Weaver. Which honestly, should a Weaver buy raindrops against Ursa? I don't really think so, right? So I think he's done enough, but here comes that rapid blink that you mentioned, and it's gonna be Ursa getting picked. In the back line, looks like Primal Spring not gonna hit, and of course Venomancer does have his Midas already finished, and very likely he's gonna select the plus 30% talent tree once he hits 10. I gotta say, I think Fnatic is not keeping up with Clutch Gamer. If you look at the net worth graph, it's even right now, but the Midases is starting to come out. Miracle's not doing well. QO is not going to look like he has an explosive start. They're going to try to go down the mid lane here. They do silence on Armel, but the TPs are coming in fast. Can they kill him quickly enough? He pops the ultimate. Oh, in fact, Armel's going to be fine. QO is going to basically try to get the solo kill here, and he will be able to take him down before dying, but the Crystal Maiden as well as Earth Spirit is still hanging around. Fabi is going to go down. He's going to try to drop the Crystal Maiden ultimate. Crystal Maiden ultimate being stolen here. Okay, Boomback dropping pretty low because of Ohio. He's sending the illusion. No, the illusion not being micro here. He surges forward, but Gabby takes down the illusion, so Boomback's gonna be fine. And I do believe on the way out, they also lost the Earth Spirit to the Slaughter on the back line. Looks like Miracle was able to take down the Slaughter though. But still, that kind of fight, I think, very much so in the favor of Clutch Gamer.
Actually, I think that's kind of evened out because if you look at who died, Crystal Maiden and Kyo died, so Fnatic does kind of benefit a bit more because Slaughter died at the back line. Where Ursa just came in. It was a good rotation for Miracle. But such a pity because Ohio, he tried to micro the Weaver illusion, thought it would get him to kill, but PMS value, man. He got away with 16 HP.
Yep.
And Ohio needs a mech to at least counteract against that Blink Dagger coming up from Slaughter.
Yeah. Well, let's see how Fnatic can play when they're not, 30k net worth ahead, right? Can they play from behind? This is definitely Clutch Gamer's game to execute their offense. Gabby going for the very standard Dragon Lance build. I wonder if Clutch Gamer feels like comfortable to actually go back for Midases here, or Or are they gonna play? Are they gonna still respect the explosive power that could come out of Fnatic at any given moment?
I think they go for Midas. They play a more calculated style Dota compared to the side of Fnatic. Fnatic is more like a rush into your face kind of thing, and Miracle's actually adapting. He hasn't gone for lifesteal. He's gonna go straight for the Blink Dagger. And top lane, see tier 2's already fallen to 50% HP. This is them trying to step up the pace of the game. But I still think Clutch Gamers have more than enough to try and stall this game out. Like, this is more their tempo.
Yeah.
If they pass the 35-minute mark.
Yeah, Clutch Gamer is really good as a late game team. They really kind of lean back on their team fight capabilities to actually win them a lot of team fights and then games. Do you want to point out that Kyo has actually purchased a Hand of Midas? The Bear is tanking for Miracle right now. Miracle getting bashed up here, trying to finish Roche.
Top lane Ohio.
Ohio gonna get caught. Crystal Maiden ultimate being dropped here from the Rubik. Okay, he drops the vacuum wall. Here comes the real CMO. The row in, the kick's gonna be there. They will take up Rappy. Rappy goes down here. Fly Solo is dropping low. Miracle hunting you from the behind. Wukong command will get dropped out here. Fly Solo running through the Wukong command. Ursa going for his mark here. Is he gonna get the kill? Looks like he is gonna pick that up, but question is, will Miracle survive through this one? He might have to drop his Aegis for this. Miracle does have 9 magic stick charges. He needs some help from Febby. Febby does have a Nova. Rage TP. Will he make it out? Yes, he will. Alright, clutch play here from Miracle. So that was not so bad. They trade essentially 2 for 2. Oh, but unfortunately Darkseer... Oh, it looks like he finished his mech before dying, so I guess it's okay.
And because of that, QO, who was free farming, he gets his Dragonlance completed, and now he's actually overshot the Venomancer in terms of net worth. It's not that much of a lead, but it's still better than nothing. And Armel's also climbing, man. This is basically the race between both the mid laners.
Yeah. So it looks like this is not going to be the right-click Veno build that we saw maybe in Mushi play. Looks like we're going to see more of a standard utility kind of Venomancer. 4 staff coming out. Hold that thought. Top lane here. Gabby is going to be able to get away. I guess the 4 stack could also mean Dragonlance, so let's not call it too fast about this Veno not doing right clicks. He could definitely still right click. Fly Solo gets a lift here against Earth Spirit, but here comes Q moving extremely quickly. Can they actually get off a root? Alright,
root for me, Bear? Nah, he's not.
Pops off a rapid, but here comes a double damage from Hana. Okay. Miracle is gonna take down the Venomancer. Oh no!
Rappy
misses the blink here, and as a result, Gabby is gonna get brought down because of the root. Not exactly sure what cancelled his blink dagger.
I think he didn't even blink, man. He just went for the crush. Nothing cancelled it. I was looking at him.
Okay.
Alright, so one of those times where you just mess up, and now they get a tier 2 tower. That's actually big map control going the way of Fnatic, and they're going to try and force buybacks. They want to force buybacks here.
Well, I mean, I don't think they'll buyback. They'll just wait for the 10 seconds. Alright, blink crush this time. Ohio will get hit by it, but Bear working on the building right
good
now.
kick.
Alright, Boundless Strike. This is Weaver coming back in with the possibility of using a Storm. 3-man crush coming through. Nope. 2-man and a Bear. Febby in a lot of trouble. Tried to drop the ultimate, but the bug will take him down. Venomancer ultimate on the back line here. Nice vacuum, but not going to be enough. As now we have the Fnatic team on retreat. The bug just slowing everyone down. Miracle does have the Aegis still. He basically has to fight here, and as a result, he might die. Boombacks. Oh, dodges the kick. Is he going to die to the poison of some sort? Yes, he will. Now they're going to focus on Miracle. Miracle does not have ultimate anymore. They see the Rubik. Rubik going to get slowed down. Miracle wants his mark here. Fly Solo will go down. Weaver sticking onto Miracle. Miracle will clap.
He doesn't have ult.
Does have 17 magic stick charges, as well as ult in 10 seconds. Miracle goes straight onto Gabby, and now the poison of Armel will slow him down. Miracle
he's gonna
off the
die.
magic stick charge, and he will go down. Look at the amount of control here if Clutch Gamer has. DJ rolling away, but I think he is going to get chased down by Gabby. Okay, kick him away, but... Alright, Rappy comes in from the back line. And that is Fnatic getting essentially team wipe. I think Crystal Maiden is the only one that was able to survive in that engagement.
But if you look at a team fight, both teams actually just lost 5 heroes each. So the ghosting is still kind of even, but that was a good hold from Clutch Gamers. They needed that so desperately. And Armel surviving through all of that means he has a Hurricane Pike on the way.
Yeah.
And I think he can do much more of a Hurricane Pike. He just needs to the Maelstrom next, and he'll be set.
Yeah. So this is a right click build.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. The 4 staff first got me a little bit confused, and then I realized, yeah, that's a Hurricane Pike, no problem. Alright, they're gonna go on Ohio. Ohio taking a ton of that damage from the minus armor, but Clutch Gamer.
He has Greaves.
Yeah. They also have backup, so they don't want to go onto Fnatic.
I think most people forget that with Guardian Grease, besides the Purge, if you're below a certain percentage of HP,
Armor.
it gives you extra regen.
Yeah. Extra armor and extra regen. Or is it just extra regen? Or a boost armor 15, or a boost health regen 15, yeah. That's a lot of stuff.
Most people tend to forget that. They think it's just like a combined mech and arcane boots. So you want to make sure that if you kill him, you're really committing for the kill. So just these tiny details which should not be underestimated. Monkey King's actually going for Midas, by the way. I just looked over at Boombags and he has almost the recipe completed. So they want to stall this out late. Pushing into Venom Wards is not fun.
Well, I mean, even if Monkey King doesn't have any items, like just him dropping Wukong Command on the high ground already makes it very difficult for the Radiant to push, in combination with those Plague Wards. So I think he understands that even though the last push looked very dangerous, he's confident that his team could hold without him getting an item. And I think I agree with him. I think that the Midas is a very good choice here by Boombax.
Can you imagine though if you're playing into all these Plague Wards at level 25? That's actually really hard. But I like what you said about the Wukong's command though, because can you imagine if Fnatic are playing with lag right now, if their router is giving them problems, and now you include FPS drops into that, that's gonna be so annoying, man.
Is that the strategy? Wukong Command make them lag?
Hey, balance, it was all part of the plan. This is like the hidden skill which no one ever talks about. But it looks like the smoke play coming up from Fnatic is not going to work out. It's going to expire soon. Even if they are hitting the right direction, they won't get any kills.
The Radiant Scan will catch Monkey King as he ports in.
Monkey, Vac, random Vac. So much vision.
Wukong Command flying out right now. Boundless Strike, 3-man crush, and this is going to be a wombo combo here. Ohio pops the neck. Huge wall comes out, but where's the follow-up? Crystal Maiden lets off a pretty big ult. Febby will go down afterwards. Armel pushes him away. He's on the run. He's got the haste rune. He's going to be fine. On the back line here, Rappy finds Miracle. That's 4 dead so far. Where's QO in all of this? QO still trying to chase down Armel, but how is he going to retreat? How is he going to make it out of this? He has Diffusal Blade. He needs
the illusion cancelled the blink. He's fine.
Okay.
Oh, good job from Ohio, man.
Now the bear's gonna go down? That bear's dead.
Yeah, give away the gold, but at least QO doesn't die.
Well,
he actually went for a Diffusal Blade. Oh wait, is he going back in?
No.
Farm delusions. Just kidding.
Considering how that teamfight started and where it started, I think Fnatic should be happy that they didn't lose more, and they were able to get 2 kills. They got 3-man crush, Wukong Command swarmed under the ultimate, and they ate a Venomancer ult. But that Ohio vacuum wall, my god, it was all 5.
It's the lack of damage now which is concerning, because if Crystal Maiden was maybe had the level 2 ult, that would definitely have been different, but you know, it's just pause 5 things. Magnetize, yeah, it's also not any level 2. That's just one of the downsides right now for you when you compare the supports in net worth, and that's why Monkey King going for the Midas is such a good. It's gonna help him scale so much better compared to the Fnatic supports.
Slaughter also has a Midas, by the way.
So, oh dang.
Yeah, Clutch Gamer is definitely gonna out-economy Fnatic. Like Fnatic needs to really get ahead now, and probably look to finish the game in the next 10 to 15 minutes. Because if this game goes longer than that, this is not a game that Fnatic can win.
I mean, what's better than 1 Midas? 3 Midases. Obviously, dude. So, Clutch Gamers. Oh, but Boombax has so much info for them. He knows where Miracle is, and if anything, they shouldn't be contesting the tower. Oh, they want to. They're smoked up.
Okay.
Looking rapidly again.
This is another very good Wukong Command into a Balance Strike. If Slaughter could follow it up, Slaughter coming in, Blink Crush, Balance Strike on the back line here. This is not really the initiation they're looking for though. Ravi gonna get focused down very quickly. Here comes
Armel,
Miracle.
like
nice
this.
vacuum back in. That's gonna be 2 kill. Crystal Maiden dropping the ultimate. Ultimate being stolen by Fly
Nice.
Solo. Fly Solo now ulting from the right side. Nobody's really actually taking too much damage. Is slowing down Miracle a little bit. Gabby being focused. Now he wants to go back in. He sees Fly Solo. Fly Solo dies under 3 shot. And everyone's dropping extremely low thanks to the Venomancer ultimate, but not low enough ultimately. And I think the big difference in that teamfight is the Slaughter stun only got 1. The Balance Strike got 2 people on the back line, but it was all on different people. In the previous teamfight, every single stun went on the same targets on the Fnatic squad. And this time, Fnatic divided their attention extremely well. And as a result, Clutch Gamer lost that teamfight pretty lopsided.
It wasn't just only that, because you want to look at Miracle, he went straight for Armel. Armel was forced to use his ultimate just for Miracle.
Right.
And he died there. Miracle came in for cleanup. Ohio getting the double vac. Yeah, they didn't find the ideal initiation, so looks like they still want to fight though. Rappy, he wants to keep going.
Well, he knows the ults on Fnatic or on CD now, right? So, chase him away. Yeah, actually, the point that you made about forcing the Venom away is actually really big. Not only did the ult not hit the optimal amount of target, you also keep in mind this is a right-click Venomancer build. If Venomancer is only ulting during a fight and he's never spending his entire time right-clicking, a lot of his net worth is essentially useless, right? He's doing as much as a support Venom would do in that team fight. So if Miracle could just stick on the Venom every single fight, it doesn't matter if Armel has, like, you know, later on MKB, Mjolnir, and all that jazz. If he could never right-click, then Miracle is going to be able to shut down a lot of that net worth from the Clutch Gamer side.
And once again, this is just a miracle factor, man. Like, he didn't even go for lifesteal. He already completed the Basher. BKB on the way. I'm looking at Gabby, like, in terms of items. He went very, very defensive. But he's going for the Diffusal Blade, though. The Diffusal Blade will be very, very good, especially against the Lone Druid and Ursa. So I think what they need to do the next time is maybe they should have charged straight up into Fnatic. They could have gone for the flank maneuver at least. That would have worked out for them a bit more, seeing how spread out Fnatic were. So yeah, they just need to. It's execution right now for Clutch Gamers. They're making the right decisions.
Well, Tier 2 is going to go down essentially for free from Clutch Gamer. The Dire does scan out Fnatic, checking on the Roche. Fnatic, very slow response here. We'll try to take down Tier 2 of their own. But because they have Lone Druid, they should be able to push it down relatively quickly. Alright, Tier 2 will go down. And now Ana looking to actually catch QO out. Okay, Wukong command. Oh, they got
nice lift.
Fly solo on the back line here. That's going to force... No! Force Staff is going to get out of that Wukong command. They will take down the bear, but that's really not what they want. Nice two-man crush. Can they get more? Ohio covering the retreat of his allies. So, all things considered, that was pretty even of a trade. Both teams got a Tier 2. Oh, that Roche, man.
No.
Roche debating hard.
It just spawned.
The longest possible Roche spawn. Miracle, sees it. But he doesn't want to start it because bottom is being pressured in.
They're waiting. They want Ohio to push out the wave first, and I think our next big fight should be around here because both teams know. Gabby knows that the Roche is around this time as well. Yeah, they want to contest the Roche.
Alright,
with the Rappy, man. He needs to start something good. He needs a Miracle Crush.
Getting position. Rappy looking for nice swarm, flying through, giving them division. Two-man crush to start things up. Balance strike.
Oh,
crush
nice.
coming through. Okay, there's gonna be a Gale. They're gonna focus on QO. QO force staff himself back out, but the Grieve giving them HP back. Three-man back. Kick. Oh, ultimate coming out from Feb. Huge wombo combo play from Fnatic, and they just blow the hell out of Kingdom Come. Clutch Gamer out of this game right now after that team fight.
Look at DJ. Look at DJ.
All right, he's still manning up against Fly Solo. Fly Solo is gonna go down as well. On the right side, Boomback. Okay, he's just eyeing out everything. Everyone is dropping pretty low, but they have the Shrine. They could activate it and get a ton of that HP back. They did kill QO though, but I think ultimately a great trade from Fnatic. Is Boomback gonna make a play here? Balance strike into stealing the ult. They ping him out, they know he's here. Oh, they vacuum him, they kick him, and now it's gonna be Goldblack going down. They take the Aegis as well. Ohio dominating. Not just because he has a bunch of kills, but his vacuum wall game plan has been absolutely on point. I think every single team fight, he's gone at least 3 to 4. At least. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy.
As well, man. Once he gets the Crimson Guard, it's extremely hard for Clutch Gamers to actually out-damage all that sustain. And like you said, it was the beautiful wombo combo. Just look at that. The vacuum into the triple stun, triple silence, into the Febby ultimate.
Yep.
Woo, Fnatic just playing beautiful Dota right there in the team fights. But Clutch Gamers, I actually thought they could have won that because they had such a good initiation as well. Like, they had the great 2-3-man ultimate from the Veno, the crush from Rappy, but it looks like that Pipe and the Greaves just doing too much work.
Yeah, Ohio is about to complete his trifecta. Like, if you go Pipe, Crimson, and Greaves on one hero, your team is just, like, freaking unkillable. I do want to point out the Lincoln Sphere choice on Weaver. I'm not sure how much the Lincolns is actually doing, like, so far. If it's doing anything at all. Imagine if he has something like BKB, then he will at least become resistant to that wombo combo. And he could actually start, like, let's say pressuring Crystal Maiden, for example, during her ultimate. So, I don't know. Lincoln's is a fine item choice, especially when Ursa is going to be completing the Abyssal Blade. But I just think that so far Lincoln is like 5,000 gold do nothing for the Weaver.
I guess I can see the appeal behind it, but in this case, even a Mata style would have been better, or even a BKB.
Yeah.
But hold on, this siege, man, this siege.
Alright, one man crush. They're going on Ohio, but Ohio, he knows he's so tanky on the front line. He doesn't even
Oh,
care.
the back.
Backing wall, 3-man,
Again.
blinking in. It's gonna be Ursa this time. One person dead. Bash onto the Weaver, so no time lapse. And now Fly Solo spells the seal on the right side, but he's trapped. He's trapped by the illusions. Fly Solo dying to the wall illusions of Ohio. Feels bad, man. Alright, there's a buyback being forced out. Ohio on a mega kill streak. And now, they will reset Ohio in the front line, but it's Miracle coming back in, trying to focus on Rappy. Nice surge, and that's going to be one more kill. That's going to be the ultimate coming out from Armel. Kilo does not care on the front line. Balance Strike doing a lot, but not going to be enough here. Ohio, he's dropping low. Keep in mind, like Hades pointed out, when you're low, that Greaves kills you way more. Miracle, by the way, still has the Aegis. Greaves gets popped again. Miracle will probably die.
He doesn't even care, man.
Yeah. He's gonna just trigger that Aegis. Wait, he's still
still
alive. He's still alive.
Man, what the heck?
The regen, man.
And the auras.
He's okay. Balance
He's okay.
Right. Does not take him down. Yeah.
He's not dying. Not today.
And that's a full set of racks.
Holy cow! What the heck, man, Lumi?
Yeah.
And now they can just go for the shrines, push out the top lane. Armel needs like a positioning item, otherwise he's not going to get that big ultimate off. His right click isn't satisfactory at the moment. Usually that's why you go for the Maelstrom first. You see he's going for the Manta style so he can dispel at least the silence. He hasn't been able to do that much with Great Gales. And Fly Solo's impact has been very minimal. Like if you notice, he's been locked down by like either Miracle or Febby this game.
I think this entire series so far has shown that even though this team has only been together for, what is it, a month? Has it been even a month for Fnatic? That
Yeah, pretty much. Almost a month now.
they just have so much talent that, like, you know the vacuum into kick combo from Earth Spirit? A lot of, like, top tier teams need a while to get that combo going, but Fnatic, I mean, only a month and they're team fighting like it's an expert level Dota. The most impressive thing is that Ohio's doing all of this without a blink.
Indeed, because he knows that clutch gamers will play out more, just outwardly aggressive to them just from looking at the draft alone, man. Just look, it's a Veno, it's a Slaughter, it's a Weaver. He's like, okay, I don't need to blink. They'll walk into me. I don't care. So
Well,
very good read in the situation.
I think it's also it's hard to maintain his blink to not get cancelled by the Venom wards, by the Swarm. There's just so much random stuff. So the blink might have been actually somewhat useless in this game. And he's actually like frontlining for the team. He knows he's so tanky. Okay, they force him in, they crush him out, they lift him, toss him into the tier 3, but Ohio says, dude, okay, wait, he's dropping low, but here comes Miracle jumping back in, gets a bash and boom back, dead immediately. Now they're gonna focus on Rappy. Blink Crystal made an ultimate. Febby landing up without the BKB. Febby just tanking the Weaver hit.
Fly
The
Solo
Weaver has to go back. Fly Solo is gonna go down, and now
Yabi?
okay, that was a Solar Wall Web. Febby's gonna drop very low. Febby most likely is gonna go down, but they are gonna take down the Weaver. That is a 5-man wipe. Miracle says, I am gonna die. I will take the Aegis trigger. And alright, that is a stolen wall by Fly Solo. Hopefully they don't walk on top of that wall, but I think that's game, boys.
I think it's game. Just okay, like Fnatic, they struggled at first, but ever since those team fights again with just beautiful wombo combos coming out, and clutch gamers, I don't think there's even a solution for that because just the lack of control, or even the Venomancer, considering how much net worth was invested into him, he hasn't been paying it off. There's been no dividends coming out for clutch gamers. So Fnatic, I just feel this was just clutch gamers. The Venomancer pick, I guess it was okay, but Fnatic understood it well enough to play against it.
Yeah. It felt like Armel never actually was able to right click, right? Every team fight he dropped an ultimate, and that felt like that's it. So I think Fnatic did a very good job making sure that Armel never got to do what he wanted to do.
And also I think like regarding the Venomancer pick, it seems nice and all, like you're dragging things out late, but when you're playing against Fnatic with this kind of such high-paced mid-game aggression, you know, it's not the way. Armel, like Venomancer pick thrives on prolonged fights. You compare it to the Fnatic roster where they just want to end it in that moment itself, so you can't afford to play prolonged fights. And considering it's going to a Slaughter and a Weaver, you should probably, I think they should have just gone back for the TA. That probably might have changed things around for them.
I mean, picking TA into an Iron Shell is like really rough, right?
It's annoying, but at least it helps you deal with the more annoying heroes as well, like DJ and Febby. Ohio took him actually quite a while to get online. If you noticed, with Ohio was just still farming the top, that was that window where Clutch Gamers needed to achieve more.
Yeah. The most impressive thing to me is Ohio did like 2.4k building damage as a Darkseer, which is actually kind of funny because, you know, you don't generally see Ohio, chopping the building. But anyways, congratulations to Fnatic. They will win the first C qualifier slot to the ZOTAC Cup, a tournament held in Taipei, I believe. I think at mid-May, so we don't exactly have more information on like which of the other teams are going there, but the qualifiers are currently ongoing, so you can check them out. Of course, Invictus Gaming did qualify for the Chinese spot. I do believe there is a second C qualifier coming up.
Yeah, they do.
In the future, so we'll most likely
10th, 13th May, I think.
Yeah, we'll most likely be broadcasting that as well in the future. But any final words for either Clutch Gamer or Fnatic, or just this tournament as a whole?
MVP's back.
No, Fnatic's back.
Fnatic is back, but okay, but I like that style of Dota. You have to admit that was a really entertaining series. So thank you, Lumi, for having me.
No, man, it's fine. It's great, and you know the best part is it's like 90 minutes because Fnatic wins both games in less than 30. So good stuff, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We are done with the broadcast for now. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and until next time, he's been Hades. I am Lumi, and we are off. Bye bye.
Bye.